Have you ever just been scrolling on TikTok around 1 in the morning and stumble upon a video like this?
Please pretend this is a real video. 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 Please pretend this is a real.
No? Just me? Alright, whatever. It's not every day you find yourself seeing a TikTok like this, so you figured the next step is to see what else they post. And that's when you fall into the story of Emily. In today's video, I'm gonna try my best to crack the case of this TikTok account known as MOVEmily and why you should be careful on who you talk to online.
Hi YouTube, my name is MOVemily. I decided to start making videos as a way to document my life, mainly because a lot has happened that I thought would make great videos that you will definitely want to stick around for.
When you go towards some of her first videos, like there's many, you'll learn more about her. Some of those things being that she's an artist from the East Coast, 5'4", and that her real name is Emily. Not crazy, just your typical introduction for a channel. Now her TikTok videos are just the cut up smaller versions of her YouTube videos, so like anyone who sees the TikTok, YouTube would be one of the first places you would check. And that's when you see this. It's clear that something is going on, considering the styling of the thumbnails, especially when each one spells out a message saying, "Please watch, I need help, I can't talk, call someone." We soon dive into the second video, How I Met My Roblox Friend in Real Life, where she describes the story of her and the man she met on Roblox, who she calls Josh.
Going from talking to someone online to hearing their voice in person can be pretty strange. And recently, after a year of calls, I actually experienced this for myself.
Her and Josh would seem to grow a pretty average online friendship, with none really out of the ordinary.
It all started when I got addicted to this game on Roblox. At the time, it was pretty fun, so I decided to join a Discord server where I could talk to other players. After chatting a bit on the server, I got a DM from someone we'll call Josh. Josh said I was pretty good at the game, and after we played a few matches, I decided to friend him online. A few days go by, and I notice a notification on Instagram from someone trying to follow my account. I opened the DM, and it was the same person I met on Discord. It was Josh. I asked him how he found my account, and he said it was because both my Discord name and Instagram user were the same.
Until he asked her one question: if she lived in South Carolina.
We laughed, and he started bringing up questions about the photos on my profile. "Do you really live in South Carolina?" "I'm pretty close," he said. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, I live in South Carolina.
We then get a small map with Emily explaining how they plan to meet up, showing the start and end of the route. Lake Murray, South Carolina, and New Bern, North Carolina. We could say it's safe to assume that Josh is living in New Bern. After this was explained, things began to grow even darker, explaining how Josh changed when he got here.
First I was nervous, but Josh reassured me that everything would be okay. But something changed when we met up. Josh didn't act the same. He didn't want to meet any of my friends, but instead asked if I could get into his car. We drove. After about 30 minutes, we stopped at a lake. Josh got out, telling me he had something for me at the back of the car. To my surprise, Josh got me an anniversary card. "What is this?" I asked. "If we went out, this could be our anniversary. Ha 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 ha." After that, Josh dropped me off at home and said he'd be back. When we meet up again, I'll definitely make a part 2 for this video. Meeting an online friend for the first time can be scary, but I hope this showed you there's nothing to worry about. Anyway, thank you all for watching.
Now, pay close attention to what she said and what showed up on the end card. She said, "Thank you for watching." However, the text on the screen says, "Thank you for reading." If we take a look back and rewatch the video, we can see plenty of times where the text on the screen contradicts of what she's actually saying, as well as some of her words being highlighted via the text on the screen. So if we put it all together, we get, "It's me, in real life, when I got addicted to a Roblox game, where I could talk to other players. I got a DM from someone we'll call Josh. I decided to friend him. A few days go by, with someone trying to follow me. It was Josh. I live in South Carolina, Keep watching for more updates. Thank you for reading. This is definitely showing a different story than what we're personally told by Emily herself. We can also see that the card that Josh gave to Emily has a written message on it. Please remember today. During the time of writing the script, March 22nd, the video would be made 5 days ago, therefore being March 17th. Now, what could possibly be important about this day other than Josh and Emily meeting up? Let's hold off on that for now and go into the next video.
Pretend this is a real video. Please 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 pretend this is a real video.
Okay. Definitely not as well formatted as the last two videos, but I guess I'll let it slide. Jokes aside, we can obviously see that it has to do with the human brain. What possibly could it even really be about? Well, that problem's pretty easy to answer if you pay attention to what's being flashed on the screen. This shows a diagram of the human brain with different areas highlighted as well as telling their functions with the word aphasia at the top. Aphasia is a disorder that affects how you communicate. It can impact your speech as well as the way you write and understand both spoken and written language. This can also tie in with the message to the thumbnails of the videos as she explains that she can't talk. Aphasia usually happens suddenly after a stroke or a head injury. Given the implications of the story so far, we can say that Josh would end up attacking Emily, therefore giving her that brain damage, with those suspicions only be somewhat confirmed in the next video, the time I almost died.
Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop.
Now, it makes more sense to watch it on TikTok, which I did, since she repeats the phrase, "stop scrolling," and the video ends completely after the screen cuts to black. But let's focus on what we see. The video obviously displays some form of disorientation, as well as it almost seems like Emily has some sort of concussion. It's not long before we can hear the sounds of what presumably is a drill. Now, given the context of the last video and what we see and hear from this, it's clear that Josh is intentionally trying to make her mentally fried and unable to call for any sort of help. The sound of the drill, in my opinion, has to be some sort of DIY lobotomy, so she can't really do much other than what he wants her to do and limit her communication. Now, moving on to the final video of her channel, her 100 subscriber Q&A special. Okay, so clearly there's no answers, but plenty of questions. More specifically, what are we waiting on?
Type in chat!
877 800 588 2300.
Can't lie, I kind of got creeped out watching this and got jump scared by the Big Joe too.
Type in chat!
Oh! 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 Alright, serious mode again. However, these little clips give us the code 877-800-588-2300, as well as the same image of the map from her video about her and Josh. Once again, however, it gives us a Roblox avatar along with their disturbed face, and shamefully enough, this is where I started to hit a roadblock. I tried putting in as an address, coordinates, anything that I could really think of until I suddenly remembered that she met Josh on Roblox. Won't be long before I found her account sitting there. It'd be completely blank, besides one thing, her bio, and that said New Bern, North Carolina. But that was all the info that I got out of it, and just like that I was stumped again. Soon I decided to look at the comments of the TikTok of the video that I saw, and that would lead me to an easy road to my next step.
This is all connected to Sarah's House Tycoon. Think about it, they both have the same creator. And if you looked at Emily's avatar in the I met one of my online friends, It looks exactly like Sarah's avatar in the House Tycoon game. Also yesterday a Miss You Tycoon made a new game on Roblox. I'm not sure what the numbers could mean yet, but it could most likely be an address, and not a Roblox ID or anything. In the background it shows a map of some sort, as well as Emily's Roblox account having a location in her description.
This soon led me to the creator, _Tycoon. I soon took a look around their profile to see a game in their experience tabs called North Lake Drive. Now call back to the video where Emily and Josh first met, when she confirmed that she lived in South Carolina.
Yes, I live in South Carolina.
It shows an image of a street, North Lake Drive. I soon clicked onto the game to find my next set of clues and was met with this. Have you ever made a mistake that couldn't be taken back? Something you never saw coming, but altered the lives of people? This map is dedicated to those mistakes. My mistakes. Thank you, Emily, for allowing me to correct them. This only led me to be even more confused than I already was. I soon slipped through a crack in the wall, falling into the water, as I soon got teleported to a game called Sarah's House Tycoon that recently got re-uploaded. Now, for those of you who don't know what Sarah's House is, I'll leave a video in the description that better explains it, but I'll give you guys a brief description. Sarah's House is a tycoon game where, build Sarah's house. However, as you progress, you can see the story of a young girl who's being stalked and eventually killed, with the pursuer having a similar appearance as the creator of the game, _Tycoon. After you go through the events of the game, you finally get a key to a locked dumpster that has banging and faint screaming coming from the inside behind a gym. When unlocked, you begin to float up, and when you look down, you can see what is presumably Sarah's head, along with the address 7400 Old US Highway West, New Bern, North Carolina 28562, which appears to be some sort of landfill. So, what exactly does Sarah's house have to do with MOVEmily? What was the weird thank you message in the other game? What was so important about March 17th? To be completely honest, I'm not sure. However, I can give a good college guess that maybe Emily and Josh are the same people as Sarah and whoever was pursuing her. But I'd like to hear what you guys think, if there's any theories that are better than mine, or if there's any other extra info that I might have skimmed over. I'd really like to know. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.